heartaches on your wedding day, double takes when they look my way. Knees quake, there ain't a shotgun in the place. You like the frosting, you just bought the cake. Your eyes can't fake, you're still in love with nobody, and I won't tell nobody. The bridegroom drags you around that room, said I do, but honey, you're just a kid. Your eyes say I did, still in love with nobody, and I won't tell nobody. Take a look on your wedding night, in your wedding book, see what name I signed. Hip shake to the band for old time's sake. Now you make your getaway, and you're waving to the stage, but on the last page it says, love nobody, I won't tell nobody. You're still in love with nobody, I used to be nobody, not anymore.
Hi, and welcome to another episode of It Might Get Personal. I'm David McCreath. Our guest today is Will Georgantas, and he sang...
I sang Nobody by The Replacements.
And so tell us about that song. Why that song?
That's from the last Replacements album. So some people say that that's kind of more like a Paul Westerberg solo record. The Replacements before that were a raucous, driving, drunk rock band, and their most famous stuff is probably from the early 80s. So this is later. This is from 1990. Mm-hmm. But what I love about The Replacements is that Westerberg is a poet. I mean, his lyrics are second to none. They're some of my favorite rock lyrics ever.
Yeah.
But meanwhile, the band was just a trashy American bar rock band. And those two things colliding, you just don't see it happen that much, really, where there's such good lyrics and such an authentically good rock band playing.
Yeah.
And they were unpredictable, and they were drunk all the time. They started and stopped their songs. So if there were mistakes in my version of it, I feel like it's authentic, to the Replacement spirit.
Sure. And they're from Minneapolis.
They're
right?
from Minneapolis.
Yeah. So Minneapolis in the '80s was like this weird.
Yeah.
They were churning out really good bands.
Yeah, there was the
Prince.
Prince was there. The
Husker Du.
Soul Asylum, who ended up becoming really enormous and are sort of somewhat actually ridiculed a little these days, totally unfairly. The first 4 or 5 Soul Asylum records are amazing.
Yeah, and they're in that same sort of category as the Replacement, sort of.
Very similar type of thing. It was just cool lyrics, but they were a tough rock band. Yeah. There was another one from Minneapolis called the Magnolias, who were they were a really good band too.
Yeah.
I don't think they didn't get as big, but they were cool.
So Paul Wester. I was looking at the lyrics when you said you were going to do this song. I was looking at this, and the weird rhyming stuff that he does, it's you listen to the song and it seems so sing-songy, very predictable in a way, but then you start thinking about is going on in there. And
Yeah, he has a lot of internal rhymes, and he'll also rhyme the same word across a verse, and then the next verse he'll use those same rhymes again, so that one verse, it's not just that lines echo each other, but verses echo each other, and there'll be a chorus in between, but then you go back to the next verse, and there's that same sort of pattern again, and I think it really helps make it lock in.
Have you ever read anything about with him talking about his writing? Because I don't think I have.
I remember reading an article once in Spin, in like 1990, and I was in high school then, but I remember him talking about how he wrote songs from, and maybe this was just at the time, I don't know, but that he wrote songs from fragments from his notebooks. Like he just wrote everything down in a notebook, and then he just kind of put stuff together from what he had in his notebooks. But at that time, I didn't keep a journal, and I think that really inspired me to start doing that. And so I've been a religious, almost like kind of OCD journal keeper since since I was 18 or 19.
Really?
And I do think that sometimes that little thing I read about Westerberg doing that was part of it, because you got to write everything down. You never know.
Right. You don't. Yeah. You always think, oh, that's a great line. It's so great, I'll have to remember it.
I mean, this line had to have been. This had to have been in a notebook, right? A song about a wedding, and it's like, you like the frosting, but you just bought the cake.
Right.
I mean, come on. That's just. Oh man.
Did it start from that? That's definitely a standout. Cool. And so you're a copy editor by day.
I am. Yeah.
But you also have a band.
Yep. I have a band called Thunder Egg, and it's also sometimes just me. But for the last year now, Thunder Egg has had and I'm from the East Coast, and I just moved here 2 years ago. But for the last year, Thunder Egg has been a West Coast phenomenon. We have a 4-piece band, 2 guitars, bass, and drums, just like the Replacements. Sometimes we're sloppy, just like the Replacements. But no, it's been really fun. We 3 of the 4 of us live in San Francisco, and then Alex, the bass player, lives in Oakland, and he also has a practice space there. So we're sort of a SF/Oakland band.
All right. And you play monthly-ish?
We play at least once a month, but actually we just are coming off this sort of funny Bay Area tour, which we made a little flyers and stuff, and we played we played at the Elbow Room in San Francisco on Tuesday. We played at the Stork Club in Oakland on Wednesday. We played in the lobby of the hotel on my block on Thursday. We played at a beer garden in Novato on Friday, and then there's this, and then later on today I'm playing in Berkeley.
Oh wow!
And I do want to say this. When we've been booking shows, a lot of time bookers will say, like, in all capital letters in these super strict emails, do not book any shows within 2 weeks before or after this show or whatever. Bookers, I got to tell you, I'm not going to obey that. Like, nobody, it doesn't affect turnout, man. Nobody, if people are going to come or not. Right. But there's nothing that's going to make us a better band than playing shows.
Seriously,
if you play 4 shows 4 nights in a row, you're going to get a lot better than if you're just practicing like twice a week even. Yep. Like, we're definitely better now than we were on Monday. Yeah. But now we're not going to play together for another week, and so we're going to be back to
square one.
Yeah. Well, maybe we'll be like at Tuesday level.
All right, so bookers, we'll just throw down.
Sorry, bookers. Yeah. I mean, if it's Great American Music Hall or something, like, okay.
So contact Will for details. All right, so we'll put up a link to Thunder Egg.
thunderegg.org.
Okay.
Not .com. Right. Thunderegg.org.
We'll put up a link to that, and we'll have some replacement stuff.
Yeah, and, that'd be cool.
Yeah.
That'd be really cool.
This was excellent. Thank you for coming in.
Thank you so much for having me.
All right. I'm David. This is Will, and we'll see you next time.